countless clips online will show you, either animals love running headfirst into windows or, more likely, they have a problem understanding glass. Either way, it makes for some fascinating viewing, especially when those animals are dangerous. From predators trying to eat people and pets, to remarkable mirror encounters, and shopping mall rampages, let's smash through some crazy moments of dangerous animals versus glass. With a gorilla's tremendous strength, estimated to be 10 times that of an adult human male, these great apes are some of the only animals for whom a zoo's sturdy glass isn't always a guarantee of safety. Nowhere is that more evident than in this next clip, where this silverback starts out calm and majestic and soon turns terrifying.
Oh, man. Whoa.
Holy Harambe. Anyone else suddenly feel a lot less trusting of the glass at zoos? You just saw a gorilla named Kijoto at Nebraska Zoo, casually cracking a multi-layer window of glass and acrylic, which, thanks to those layers, just about managed to keep from shattering. Now imagine if that glass wasn't there. Similarly, when this next gorilla became riled up about the amount of humans staring at him, he gave him a piece of his mind. A giant fist hurtling toward your face is a pretty clear way to say, get out of here. In lieu of being able to smash the glass, though, this Hulk does the next best thing. Yeah, thanks for that, sir. I didn't have getting mooned by a gorilla on my bingo card this year. It's not just great apes that have a complicated relationship when it comes to glass. No. This clip from Victoria, Australia shows an intimidating kangaroo starting a fight with its reflection.
Don't you scratch my window. Oi!
Look at the size of those claws. I don't know about you, but a confused kangaroo with gigantic claws gets me shivering in my boots. And I wouldn't want to pick a fight with anyone bold enough to square up against a house. After looking into it, it seems kangaroos having a tough time understanding glass is a pretty common problem in the land down under. Still, I'd much rather this kangaroo squaring up to my porch window than a bear taking offense at my windshield. Speaking of, this dashcam footage from Hokkaido police in Japan captured the moment a particularly angry brown bear decided they'd had enough of passing traffic. I'd put that pedal to the floor too, especially since brown bears can run at an Olympian 30 miles per hour. And honestly, a thin layer of glass seems well within a brown bear's smash capacity. Absolutely terrifying. Whoa! What's this? It's only our brand new, fun and frantic trivia card game we've been developing for years. We packed it full of all of our most interesting facts, and whenever another player thinks you're wrong, they can cut you off with a catastrophic nuh-uh, steal your opponent's cards, and risk your own in nuh-uh. And if trivia isn't your strong suit, hey, don't worry. All questions in nuh-uh are multiple choice, meaning eggheads and non-eggheads alike stand a chance. Crazy game-altering powers like switcheroo, flip-flop, and piggyback add extra layers of strategy, deception, and chaos to the experience. We've toiled place setting and tweaking Naa for countless hours, and each and every game was its own fun, wacky adventure. Oh, and we've designed and printed it to perfection. Look, that's me on the box there. Now, so what are you waiting for? Naa is the perfect stocking stuffer this Christmas. Beat the hordes and click the link in the description or on screen now to order your own copy today. And for a limited time, you can get the base game and the Science and Nature expansion pack, adding over 200 more questions for only $25. That's a whopping 25% discount for our quickest, most loyal fans only. Click the link in the description or on screen now to order your copy today. Our stock is limited, so order now while supplies last. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Despite what Winnie the Pooh would have you believe, bears don't get on with people all too well. Like most animals, bears have no way of knowing what clear glass is, as the only vague natural world equivalents are ice and water, both of which are pretty easy to break through in most cases. This means glass isn't going to stop most hungry predators attempting to grab a bite of whatever's on the other side. So, when you put a tasty human in a glass box and let a grizzly bear loose, you know things are gonna get spicy. Good God, I think I need new underpants. This crazy clip is actually a demonstration of a new Predator Shield box made with plexiglass. What shouldn't surprise you, though, is that this clip is taken from a Japanese game show. It's called Seikai no Hatemade Ite Q, or Let's Go to the End of the World. The crazy game show invited Dakota the bear on to see how long it would take to break into this oversized, human-filled lunchbox. Thankfully, Dakota was distracted by a big juicy fish before she could gain access to her humanoid luncheon. And it's a good thing, too. Grizzly bears have a biting force of around 1,200 pounds per square inch. That's enough to take a bite out of a bowling ball. They're also one of the most intelligent land mammals in North America, and have no issues getting into locked bins and even houses. So yeah, I'd be a little concerned if I was the human entree in the box. Now, bear versus human is an easy win for most larger bears. But what about this? Bear versus itself? Geez, nothing that big should be able to move that quickly. It certainly doesn't understand what the mirror is and wasn't going to take a soft, sensitive approach to finding out. So the bear did what bears do best, using its 3-inch non-retractable claws to take it out of action. Now, despite being remarkably intelligent, bears are not among the very small handful of animals that are officially accepted by biologists as being able to recognize themselves in a mirror. But that seemingly doesn't mean all bears are too dumb to understand how glass works as a material. This intelligent polar bear clearly doesn't appreciate these two men gawking at it. What's worse is that the bear seems to somehow know vaguely what glass is, and exactly how to break it. Check it out. Yeah, time to leave. The polar bear, which can weigh up to 1,500 pounds, picked up a rock and dropped it perfectly, shattering the glass. Now, if only it had a manatee friend to team up with, they could boop that window right open. And if only I had a subscriber friend to team up with. Could you help me out and give that subscribe button a little click? I know that with my amazing content and your amazing clicking skills, together we'd make a great team. Now, back to it. Another animal forced to enter the Stone Age to escape its glass prison is this honey badger. This badger seems to try its hardest to sand the glass into oblivion, joining chimpanzees, capuchin monkeys, long-tailed macaques, sea otters, and us humans, of course, in the Stone Tool Club. Keep scratching away, little buddy. You'll sand through eventually, though may I suggest an angle grinder? One animal I'm certainly glad is not smart enough to know how to break glass is this hungry lioness.
Oh my.
Not exactly a great deal of maternal instinct on show there, Nala. Pretty terrifying to think the only thing standing between that innocent little kittywink and the lion's 1,000 pound per square inch bite force is a layer of glass. To be fair to the lion, though, the parents dress their baby like a zebra, and while this big cat wants to dine on Zebra Kid in the cold light of day, in the wild, lions usually hunt at night or during storms, ensuring their prey don't see or hear them coming. Also, while they don't usually eat humans, there have been plenty of instances of man-eating lions in the wild. As biologists theorize, once a lion gets a taste of how soft human flesh can be, they never want to go back to the tough, gamey meat of their usual prey. So, when you put a marshmallowy human infant in front of a dangerous predator, it's no surprise that the big cat tries to take a bite.
She has no idea. Oh, wow. She's got a cat moment, Snoopy. So funny. I think the biting.
Cute and deadly. Even when a less delicious adult human lowers their defenses, lions pay attention.
Oh my god.
This is when you remind yourself that glass will feel like low spinning.
I really don't, if there's one time I want the glass to break.
Geez, take the hint, guy. Sometimes, though, in dealing with their frustrations that their humanoid meals are just out of reach, the great beasts behind the glass voice their complaints less physically and more, well, vocally. This is Bahati the lion from Fort Wayne Children's Zoo. He came strolling over to give this little girl a show she'll never forget. These grunts, or short barks, are actually friendly calls, normally used to locate other Pride members who've walked off out of sight, or in this context, most likely serving as a dinner bell for the rest of the pack. Hey, Nala! Takeout just arrived. This next big cat seems more curious than hungry, at least at first, having his interest piqued by this woman using a wheel stick, walking chair, whatever that thing is. That make anyone else jump out of their skin? He seemed so calm, then attack mode activated. When it can't crush the woman and steal the support scooter for itself, the creature turns on the charm.
You can't get my scooter!
Yes, very cute, Mr. Lion, but remember your manners next time. Similarly, this next apex predator reminds us how closely related wild big cats and tamed house cats are.
Oh my god! Nice toy. That is so cute. Let me get in here. Oh my god.
I never thought I'd call a leopard adorable, but this big kitty from Philadelphia Zoo is a joy to watch attempting to play with the stuffed toy through the glass. While it looked cute, if that glass wasn't there, I have a feeling that that stuffed toy wouldn't keep the predator's attention very long. Case in point. This hungry leopard clearly wants to take a nibble out of that oblivious child, and faceplants the glass in its attempt to do so. Now let's take a look at that impressive pounce again. Leopards can really fly once they put their hind legs to work. They can jump a massive 20 feet. That's as long as 3 full-size beds lined up top to bottom. And run a huge 36 miles per hour. But there's one big cat species that's even faster than that: cheetahs. They're capable at running at an astonishing 75 miles per hour. And on the occasion they hunt at night, they appear like a flash in the darkness. Let's take a look at what happens when cheetah bait, this baby, is placed next to this window in cheetah territory. The cheetah thinks it's struck gold, but then timidly sniffs at the invisible force field, confused by what happened. Honestly, even with a thick layer of glass, you gotta be kind of a crummy parent to let that happen to your baby, right? Let me know what you think in the comments. Tigers are another big cat that can't resist the lure of a child-sized supper. This fearsome Siberian tiger is a great example of that.
Sean, stay.
Look.
Notice how the tiger froze when the boy turned around? Like both predators and prey, animals tend to freeze when they're seen. Lots of vision in the animal kingdom is based on movement. So if you're trying to be stealthy and your dinner looks at you, standing very still can mean it might not notice you slowly creeping towards it. When prey turns its back on the tiger once more, the cat's prey drive kicks back in. And it'll continue its approach, and if successful, it'll sink many of its 3-inch long teeth down into its prey's neck using its 1,000-pound per square inch bite. So once again, thank God for glass. This next clip again shows the tiger's kill drive perfectly.
Don't move.
Look, yeah, play scary. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Miguel, turn around.
Don't turn around. Like, he is seriously in prowler mode.
What if he breaks through glass? Miguel, you're dead.
Yeah, he breaks through the glass, you are on your own.
Yeah, I'll let him eat on you while I run.
Miguel, do not turn around, man. Okay, he's losing interest. Wait, nope. He's still prowling.
Miguel, turn around and act like you're scared. It's on the other side. I told you.
The tiger just couldn't resist the chance of catching a human unawares. If that glass wasn't there, that paw would have swiped off his head. But have you ever wondered if tigers' orange and black fur makes them, well, kinda obvious to prey? Well, here's the kicker. While tigers look orange and black to us, they're actually green and black to much of their prey. This is because the hooved animals they typically hunt are dichromats, meaning they only have 2 types of color receptors in their eye, making them red-green colorblind. Tigers have evolved to capitalize on this, as their fur makes them blend perfectly in with the green foliage of their jungle and forest hunting grounds. Albino tigers, on the other hand, don't camouflage nearly as well. But that doesn't mean when prey has its back turned, their kill drive will be triggered any less. Like you can see here, as this albino beast fails to resist the hunt. The tiger moves each paw with intent and enters stealth mode, moving with endless patience toward the kill. Finally, it pounces, but is quickly foiled by the toughest foe of all, glass. Big cats aren't the only wild beasts with no hesitation to unleash attempted destruction upon unsuspecting window glass. Deer, in fact, seem to have a really hard time not smashing into glass. It's almost like the moment these ungulates spot something transparent, they're compelled to run headfirst into it. That being said, this young deer, captured on camera by YouTuber Keeping It Wild, seems to possess an unusual level of restraint, suppressing the urge to smash and destroy as it curiously approaches its reflection in a woodland mirror. This doe is clearly pretty confused by the strategically placed forest mirror. It can tell something isn't right, but it doesn't know what. Deer have extremely good hearing and a wide field of view, so this mirror would have been super confusing. Seeing another animal so close by that isn't giving off any sound at all and is perfectly matching the deer's movement must be pretty unnerving. But leaving the serene calmness of the forest now and returning to more deer with a violent hatred for superheated sand materials, or perhaps more accurately, an inability to see clear panes of glass, we find ourselves again in one of these situations. Dude just won the Deer Olympic hurdle contest without breaking a sweat. And is it just me, or is that sound weirdly satisfying? I'd like that to be the sound people hear when I too make a dramatic exit. And trust me, all of my exits are dramatic. But hold on, the deer's reign of destructive terror isn't over yet. This next bit of chaos unfolded when one deer decided it was time for a haircut. This CCTV camera outside a barbershop in Missouri caught the wild animal making terrible life choices. Oof, talk about being desperate for a trim. The cervidae, the technical name for the deer family, ran through the barbershop window and caused chaos in the hair temple. Eventually, the brave staff managed to herd the panicking animal out, this time through the front door. Godspeed, you beautiful idiot. I don't know what it is about hairdressers, but deer love running through their front windows. Here's another moment of total hair salon chaos, free of charge. Well, that was crazy. What the hell was in that stag's head that made it run into the shop in the first place is a bit of a mystery, though seeing its reflection, getting spooked, and attacking seems fairly likely. This could have been much worse though, as the stag's antlers are infamously super sharp and backed up by a humongous neck and shoulder muscles so powerful that any fight between a human and a stag will go something like this.
Are you sure about that?
No, I'm sorry, dear John. Forgive my trespass. Let's move along quickly before I get the deer versus barbershop window treatment. While deer may panic and run headfirst into glass, horses more decisively treat their reflection like a challenger. This horse was walking past a dentist in São Luís do Piauí, Brazil, when it caught a glimpse of itself. Yeah, I feel you, horsey. I hate going to the dentist, too. Damn, son. If a horse can do that to a wall and glass door, imagine what it could do to a squidgy human face. Ouch. Arguably, the polar opposite of squidgy is one of our world's living dinosaurs, the alligator. These quick and feisty prehistoric creatures have the ability to swim 20 miles per hour and run up to 35 miles per hour, closing in on prey before delivering a 2,125 pound per square inch bite and launching into their infamous death roll. Needless to say, they're mean. So when a tiny child stands in front of one with only a clear pane of glass separating them, Gator's gonna gate. Yikes. And it seems gators have run-ins with glass of all kinds, especially in places like Florida. The beasts are regularly found trying to force their way through doors and windows, like this big brute caught trying to muscle its way into a home in Sarasota. Similarly, a few years back in the city of Clearwater, this alligator broke into 77-year-old Mary Wischusen's home through a low window. Once inside, as you'd expect of any angry reptile, it caused absolute chaos. And I thought it was bad when I found a mouse in my apartment. Imagine finding a gator going wild in your kitchen. Let's keep with the predatory wildlife with the US of A now, with this giant mountain lion who seems slightly confused about what separates it from its dinner.
Melanie,
Okay.
come here for a minute.
The confused kitty feebly wipes the window until it notices a larger human appear behind the small, bite-sized feline snack. After then giving the next window a quick check, it decides this magical force field isn't worth the hassle. And who can blame it? Excessive packaging around food products is so annoying. Let's move on to an animal with a slightly different form of attack than teeth and claws. Enter the mighty ostrich and its intimidating special ability, peck.
Whoa.
It's difficult to say whether this dangerous pecker knows what glass is, but what's clear is that it wants to eat that window. In fact, this seems to be a bit of a pastime for ostriches. I'm not even kidding. This other rather intimidating bird has a split-bottom jaw, which is likely an old injury from pecking something too hard. Since this bird loves pecking windows, well, we can put one and one together. That aside, the bird's unusual motion of jolting back its neck like that is actually an instinctive one. Ostriches don't have teeth, so whenever they carry out the actions associated with eating, including pecking, they toss their heads back, aiming to throw any potential scraps right down their gullet. They likely associate humans and their cars with food, so bless them, the striches are just doing their best to maximize their chances of a full belly. The big goofs. Let's head back to the zoo now, where we see that even smaller animals can be surprisingly aggressive and dangerous. With massive sharp teeth and surprising strength for their size, even the more compact primates are no joke. This clip from San Diego Zoo shows exactly why we need that protective glass, as this little guy gets frustrated by an annoying tourist.
Oh, yo, look at his teeth on it.
I know.
That little guy isn't the only primate capable of a lot of damage. This baboon is even keener to chomp some human.
Oh my god. It's okay, it's okay, it can't.
Recording.
I am.
Come. You want some? Come on.
What if he
Come on. Come on.
What if he breaks the
Come
glass? Come on.
That tourist is lucky that glass was strong enough to hold the beast back. Otherwise, those taunting hands would be gone. And rightfully so, I say. People who taunt animals are trash. Keeping on the primate theme, while this next little swinging gibbon might not possess the might of his baboon brethren, the high-speed self-launch you're about to see will make you glad for the glass all the same. Check it out.
Hold on.
An attempted 2-foot kick to the back of the head with that much momentum? Yeah, without the glass, that'd be lights out for our zoo-goer there. How about a slightly friendlier animal now? Dogs, for all their smarts, also sometimes have trouble understanding glass. They know something's stopping them from moving, but they don't quite get it. In this next clip, filmed by a guy appropriately called Andrew Savage, we see a savage trick pulled on this poor doggo.
Want a treat? Want a treat? Come get it. Come on. Get it.
Aw, come on, give that good boy his treat already. Still, while doggos don't quite understand glass, they mostly tend not to shatter it to smithereens like the hooved homewreckers we saw a moment ago. That is, unless the pooches misjudge their jumps like this regretful rover.
Don't say anything. Grab torch.
Oof, that sounded expensive. Though it's hard to stay mad at that poor Doberman. See how confused he looks? Despite the sudden noisy destruction, this couple did an amazing job at keeping themselves and all 4 of their dogs calm. Although I have a tough time believing those 3 on the other couch could smash anything even if they tried. Sorry fellas, you're just too teeny. The next clip has gotta be the goat. Well, a Markhor goat to be exact.
Here we go again.
I have a feeling that this goat doesn't know what it's playfully butting its beautiful spiral horns against, and if it suddenly smashed the glass, it would be just as surprised as the people on the other side. These goats can grow up to 6 feet tall and weigh up to 240 pounds. So together, along with their huge corkscrew horns and impressive beards, they're not to be messed with. Especially if you're a window, it seems, though this one remained unsmashed for now. All I know is that this looks like one happy goat. You keep doing you, goaty boy. Now we've seen quite a bit of chaos unfold so far today, but the most dangerous animals are often the bigger ones that are prone to panicking, and hence maximizing chaos. So when a big cow got loose during the annual cattle drive through downtown Colorado Springs, and rather unluckily made its way through the doors of a local mall, all hell broke loose. Oh, that bovine ran headfirst into that door. But fear not, in come the cowboys. Yee-haw. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you handle a situation. Boy, does it make my Stetson spin seeing these heroes of the Old West doing what they do best. Sure does make me proud to be an American. What animal would make you nope right out of the zoo if you saw it pounding on the glass? For me, the moment a silverback starts knocking, I'm getting out of Dodge. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Catch you next time.